Yeah, let's stay with this story because, really it seems to be telling a very concerning tale. Contractors in the area saying that what was built could have cost maybe a fifth of that 15 million rand price tag. And while people are desperate for sports facilities, there's real concern that things have not been done in the right way. Well, Ken Clarke is an independent candidate from the Enoch Mgijima Local Municipality, and he joins me now from Komani. Ken Clarke, thank you so much for joining us. It's really interesting, your story. I was chatting to Musi Maimani about you a little earlier. You are a well-known businessman in the area. Just tell us a little bit more about yourself and why you have decided it's time to stand as an independent candidate.
Thank you so much, Sally. I first got hold of the provincial COCTA and about in 2017 and said to them, look, guys, we have a problem. I got a leak from somebody in the municipality about the financial position of the municipality and that it was going backwards by 10 million rand a month. And we tried to, come to some sort of resolution and give assistance, but effectively we were shown the door. And at that time, you will remember, Eskom was starting to, cut towns electricity that weren't paying, and so we eventually embarked on legal action. We got them to pay, and then COVID came, and we got the, from when our stuff first started, the debt was 40 million, and when we got the court action in place, it was 250, 300 million. We got it down to about 220 million, and now it's gusting past 600 million again. So really, my frustration has been that I've tried every single avenue to try and get sanity to prevail, but that has been to no avail. And eventually, I got to hear about Dr. Michael Louis' breakthrough with the Constitutional Court and the fact that independent candidates can stand. And I just said, I've invested my life's work in this town, and I can't just stand by and watch it go to rack and ruin. And what they say is, evil things happen when good people just do nothing. And I've just decided we just have to stand up and do something and make a difference. And I'm like trying to galvanize everybody in the community now, to stand up and support the independent candidates. And I will make sure that I put a team in place that can run this municipality like a business and get the municipality back on its feet and get our town back on its feet, because the level of incompetence is mind-boggling. And
yeah.
And
so that's...
you just got to look at the... Sorry?
What I wanted to ask you about is this specific sports facility. When you see the photographs, I don't know if you've actually seen the sports facility in real life, but when you see this, what do you think? I mean, the municipality is saying, no, this is done completely above board. It's absolutely, we've accounted for it all. But so many people are saying, no, this just reeks of problems.
This reeks of problems, end of it. I can quote another instance when a couple of years ago there was a scandal about some sort of a community hall that was built in Stadstrom. I physically went to see this hall. And frankly, once again, people from outside of town have been contracted to build. You wonder what kind of backhands happened as a result of that. And to this day, that community hall has not been used a single time. So this is a vote buying exercise. Finish the thing just before the election. We'll hand it over and have a big hurrah. And yes, we're doing something for the community until you find out what the bill was. And really, for me, it's about how you prioritize. When you've got a municipality that's on its knees, we have power outages 3 times a week in the center of town because of the state of the infrastructure there. And then you go and prioritize to build a sports facility out in the sticks. And I'm not saying those people don't deserve it. I'm not saying that at all. But what is the level of priority? We sent the Premier of the Eastern Cape a petition saying, Premier, we need the main substation in the town to get fixed. We envisage that it would cost about 35 million, and understand that we've had outages that have cost the business people more than 5 million rand a time, and now we can't find the 35 million to fix the heart of business in town, but we can find 22 million to squander on a sports facility that should have cost a fraction of the price. It just makes no sense whatsoever.
If you do get voted in this coming election, you're an independent candidate, and I know Musi Maimane was explaining that the independents actually can sort of band together and work together to effect change. But how will you actually, first of all, effect change if it's just you against a lot of political parties that you say are incompetent and or corrupt? And secondly, how are you going to be held to account?
So what I want to say to you, Sally, is that the independents have pledged that they are accountable to the community, nobody else. If I get elected and I get elected by a ward, I'm accountable to that ward. If I do not perform, those ward members can say, we do not like what you are doing, please leave, and I will resign and I will leave. And I expect exactly the same from all my candidates in the independents, which is a civic action movement that has been registered as a party to stand in the Enoch Mgijima Municipality. We are answerable to ourselves, and we pledge that we will conduct ourselves by giving ethical leadership and dedicated service to our communities. What will I do? I will put competent people in place that are able to deliver the services that are required by the community. I will put competent people in every single department that can create an environment where business can thrive and develop. Right now, you do not get an electricity bill in Enoch Mgijima, and we haven't got one for years. So the collection of electricity is down to probably under 20%. Which is catastrophic under any circumstances. And this is my worst nightmare. How do I fix that? Because now people have got to start paying again when they haven't been paying for years. But, we have to promise them that we are going to give them something for their money. They haven't paid because of the credibility crisis, the leadership crisis, and the management crisis that this municipality is subjected to. And the result of that is people saying, well, why must I pay? They're just going to steal my money anyway. And this is one of those examples of it. Yeah. And so we are facing it in a way, a bit of a tax revolt. The taxpayer in the municipality is saying, I'm sorry. I would rather, not pay the money than have it squandered.